Well, hi friends, it's Amanda here from Fun Hands-On Learning. And as you can see here, I have laid out all of the hands-on activities that I have planned for my preschooler for the next few weeks. Now, these will last probably a week or two. And when you see this video, we probably will have already done all these activities because it takes about, from when I film the video, it takes about a week or two for me to get the video edited and ready to put up on YouTube. So we've probably already done some of these activities. And when I'm editing this video, if I have any clips of him working on an activity that I am talking about, I will put that clip in here along with the activity after I explain it. Now, I don't always videotape my children, doing the activities, but if I do, I'll add it into the video. Okay, so this, I believe, is my third episode from the school year of 2020-2021. So I started out with keeping his activities in a basket and then pulling them out as I needed them. And then I found that it was just a lot easier to lay them all out on trays, and then I just keep all the trays on top of one another in my cabinet and pull out the tray when I need it, and I have everything there that I possibly need for the activity. I have everything laid out that I need to do the activities. So I'm just going to take them one by one and show you what we've got here. All right, let's start with this activity. This is a counting activity, and I have a few things to go with it. So this is called Count to 10 Fish Fun, and each of my activities has a little box like this that explains the activity for the teacher and for the students. This particular activity also has a few more ideas for teachers. So what I do is I print those on label paper, and then I attach them to the Ziploc bag where I keep the activity. So what I did is I just pulled out the cards that I need. So this activity comes with a lot of cards and things. I only pulled out what I needed for him for today. So let me kind of just show you. It is counting fish. It's got a fish theme, and so it has these cards here. There's a couple of different sets of cards. So if you have a really young student, like a toddler, now let me explain. These activities are going to be used with two of my children. I have a preschooler, and I'm also going to be using some of these activities with my toddler. So if I was going to use them with my toddler, I would probably use the set of cards that look like this. And they actually already have the amount of fish on them. So see how this says 3 and that it has 3 fish? Because what the kids are going to do is they're going to count. So let me show you the two different examples. So here is one type of card with the fish already on them. And here's the other type of card with the fish not on them. Let me put you in there. Okay. So what you want is you want some fish manipulatives. I'm going to use these little goldfish that I have in this bag. And then when they're done doing this activity, they can eat the goldfish. So what they're going to do is, for a really young student like a toddler, you would just have them one-to-one correspond. So they take the goldfish out and they place it on. They count 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish. Now, if you're also working on vocabulary with a child that's that young, if they're just learning, if they're learning to say words and things, you want to repeat and actually say the name of the object. So fish, fish. So as they take their fish and put it on there, you want to say 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish. You want to remember to repeat the word besides just repeating the number. So sometimes people will just count 1, and then they'll put it on 2, and they'll put it on 3. But if you want to target language skills as well, I would suggest to also repeat the word. So 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, and so on. Okay, so the other way you could do it is with these cards that I have, and they have the number on them, but they do not have the fish. And so this would be for students who are ready to count without needing the fish on there to match up. And so with this card, obviously, they would take a card, and then they would just take their goldfish and place it in the water. 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish. All right, and then to take it a step further, I also pulled out a puzzle here. This is a Melissa and Doug number puzzle. And so the last step is after they count out their fish, then they're going to find the matching number and match it up. So I'm going to take a 3 and match up 3, just like that. So if they were going to do the 4 card, they're going to count out, 4 fish, put it in the water, and then they're going to go ahead and find the number 4 in their puzzle and match it up. So this is just a fun counting activity, and I plan on having both my toddler and my preschooler work on this one. I realized I forgot to show you something. I had a fishing pole on this tray as well, because after they count out, so let's say they have the card number 2 and they count out their fish 2, and then they're going to obviously find the number 2 on their puzzle. I forgot to mention that this puzzle, if you take the numbers out, and if I set them here and I give him a couple of choices, and then he has to find the number 2, this puzzle, if you turn them upside down, you can use a magnet. All right. And so then they can pretend like they're fishing for the number after they find it. So I would lay these out, and then I would say, okay, where's the number? They would point to it, and then before they place it on, I would hand them the fishing pole, and we would turn our number upside down, and then he could catch it. Just like that. So just another little step to make it fishing fun. By the way, you can get all of the activities that I'm showing you here at my website today. So if you're interested, look below in the description box here on YouTube, and you will find the links to all of these activities. Okay, we're going to go on to this tray. This is an alphabet activity tray. We are going to be doing the activity called Alphabet Find and Cover. So with this activity, it comes with cards, kind of like the cards that you saw in the last activity with the counting. And each of the cards have a different letter of the alphabet, as you can see. And then what the kids do is they have to cover up just the letters that it matches. So this is the E card, E is for elephant, and then they would have to find just the E's on the card and cover them up. Now what I'm going to have him cover them up with are these letter tiles. You could use any kind of letter manipulative you might have, but I'm going to use these letter tiles, and what I would have him do then is he has to take a letter tile and cover up the E. So that's a capital E, and then he's going to find the lowercase e's and cover up those as well. So just like that. And then obviously the F and the O are not E, so he wouldn't cover them up. Now the last step is I have these magnets. These magnets I got, I believe online. I think I got them from Amazon, but I know I got them years and years ago. We've had them for a long time. They're phonics magnets, okay? And what I'm going to have him do, we really don't need the magnet part per se, but I want him to find the picture that matches. So so after he finds all the E's, then he would find E is for elephant, find the elephant. He would find the elephant and match it up. E is for elephant. And then that card would be finished. We take that card away and we go on. So Q, can we cover up the Q's? So again, using the letter tiles, he would cover up the capital Q's and he would cover up the lowercase q's. And then after he did that, he'd look over at his pictures, look for the queen, and find the queen and match up the queen, and so on. So I just have him do all the different cards. And that's pretty much it. I went through all of the cards, and I went through all my magnets, and I made sure that all the cards I had here match up. So rabbit, I made sure I had a rabbit that he could go ahead and match up, and so on. So I made sure that the only cards he's going to do are the ones that I actually had pictures for. So but you don't have to have that step. You don't have to have the step. Originally when I made this activity, it's called Alphabet Find and Cover. the only thing that they were supposed to do is just cover up the letters. So you can use letter tiles and match them up, or you could even just use a manipulative, say pom-poms or buttons or something, and just have them cover up the matching letters. So that was the original intent. I added on a second step with matching up the pictures as well with the magnets. So there you go. Okay, I have two activities for my toddler and my preschooler this week that are fall themed, because we are in the fall season here. And so this activity is called Apple Count, Build, and Number It. This is from my fall early learners activity centers. I have a whole bunch of activities for each season of the year, and this one in particular comes from the fall season. He takes a card. So this is what the cards look like. They have a basket of apples, and he takes a card and he counts the amount of apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then he has to build it. So he has to make 6 apples here. I have erasers that are apples, and so he would count out the 6 apples here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe I showed this activity in a video a couple years ago when I first created the activity, and in that video I explained that you could use anything to build the number. So you could use blocks, you could use whatever you have. It doesn't have to be apples, but since I had the apple erasers, I figured why not keep with our theme. So then he would build it, and then he would find the card that had the number. So we have the representation, so the value of the number, then we have the digit. And so we're looking for a 6 here. Come on, come on, come on. It's the last one, of course. And he would place it on the card. And there you go. He has it finished. Then he would go through all the rest of the cards. It's all the numbers up through 10. So super fun. So whatever you're going to have them count out for the build it section, you want to have at least 10 objects. So when they get to the number 10, they'll have enough. Okay, this activity is practicing colors. I love this activity. It is from my Hands-On to Learn preschool curriculum. I'll leave a link below to my curriculum. And what they're going to do is they're going to match up their colors. So I added some little bears that we had that are in the different colors. I have 2 of each color here. And so what I'm going to have him do is they come with these cards, and then these color mats is what you would call them. So I'm going to move these over here. If he's going to do the color or the red mat, we would place the mat down, and then he would look through his pictures. Now I'm not going to give him the whole stack because he's too young for that, but I would lay out a couple of different pictures here. I would make sure that all the red pictures were laid out. Okay, so something like this. You want to get an orange one in there because sometimes they have a hard time distinguishing between red and orange. So I would make sure I had all the orange ones in there. Okay, so I would lay out the pictures like this. And then I would say, okay, we're going to find the red pictures and we're going to match them up. So here is a red fire truck, and say it over and over again, especially if you're working with a toddler. Red, red fire truck, find another red. Good, red apple, good, you matched up the red. An apple is red, fire truck is red. Okay, now we're going to look at our bears. Find the red bears and match them up, and then he can go ahead and just match up his red bears. Okay, I added on the extra step of the bears. I just thought it might be fun. It's kind of a little bit of a sorting activity as well. So we're sorting our colors. So that's what he would do for that one. And then, you know, obviously they would go on. I have all the different colors for them to match up. Blue, yellow, green. Well, not all the different colors, but you know, all the primary and the secondary colors for them to match up. Okay, we're back to counting. This is a counting activity, and this one, I decided to do the farm theme. So let me show you what it's originally called. It's called Count to 10 Activity Mats. There's a couple of different themes. This one that we're gonna do is farm, but it also comes with, I'll show you this. So at another time, we can do the other ones. It comes with a safari theme, and it comes with an ocean theme. Okay, so I'm gonna put those ones away for now, and I'm going to show you the ones that we're actually gonna do. So what I have here is I have some manipulatives to use with these. These are pom-poms with magnets attached on the bottom, so they sit real nice on this tray. And then I also have farm animals here. These are little farm animal counters. They are from, let's see, is it Learning Resources, I believe is the company name. And they're called farm counters. They come in a big thing of farm animals. And then I added in here a cat. We have the jungle animal counters as well, but we needed a cat because on farms there's cats. And so I just threw in, this is technically a large cat, not a cat you would see on a farm, but we're going to use it for our purposes because the actual farm animals didn't come with a cat. That's the only one I didn't have. Okay, so anyways, all right, let me take them off the tray for a second and show you. So there's two types of cards, and we're going to try to do both of them. All right, so the first set looks like this, and they just count the numbers. So you put it down and you say, 1, look, what do we see on a farm? We see one horse, find the horse, and he would find the horse. Okay, and then he would place the horse right on there and count 1 horse. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna slide this over. Now, you do not need to have these counters to do this activity. You can use any kind of counter you have, like these. 1 horse, count 1, very good. Then you would do 2. What do you see on the farm? 2 cats. And then you would use your little pom-poms to count 2, and so on. Now, because I did not pull out 2 cats, obviously we would use these little pom-poms, and then I would have him also find the cat just so he can match up that there's a cat on a farm. All right, so he can put the cat in the barn, but we want to count 2. And then the next one obviously is 3. What do you see on a farm? Dogs. 3 dogs. 1, 2, 3. Count 3. And then obviously I would have him, okay, can you find the dog? What do we see on the farm? We see dogs. Put the dog in the barn. Very good. And so on. Okay? So that is what we would do with these cards. And then the other set of cards that we have, it comes with these cards. It's the same thing. You're still counting. But when you're counting, you are counting on 10 frames, okay? So let me just pick a number here. How about 5? Well, yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna count out 5. I could have him, since our little objects are small enough, I could have him count 5 farm animals. We have a chicken, 1, sheep, 2, we have a goat, 3, and he could stand them up. This is good for fine motor skills as well. We have a pig, 4, and we have a cow, 5, and he's going to put them in the squares like so, as he counts it out. Okay. Now, if you don't have these little objects, then you obviously can use whatever you have. You have buttons, you have coins, whatever you have. I have these, so he would count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like so. Okay, and then I have all the cards for all the numbers 1 through 10, so we can count out all of the numbers to 10. All right. Okay, this is a vocabulary activity, and if you saw in one of my previous episodes, we have been working on pet vocabulary, so the names of pets, pet animals, and these activities that you see when we work on vocabulary all come from my Vocabulary for Preschool bundle. It has activities for different themes, and we've been working on pets, and so you may have seen some of this before, but I actually kind of changed it up a little bit, and I'm going to show you what I did. So in here, in my little pet bag, I have a couple different activities. Today, I'm going to show you our pet book, And he has been working with pets, so he already did this once, but now we're gonna do it in a different way than I showed you last time. So I have here a few things to use with our book. So our book comes, when you purchase the vocabulary activities, it comes with a book on pets, and then it comes with matching cards that they're supposed to match up. So I'm going to show you that part really quick. So let me take all these pieces off. You do not have to have all these extra things that I have here, all these extra pieces. All you have to do this activity is the book and the cards. And so what he would do is we would talk about, okay, we're going to talk about our pet animals, pets. All right, this is a bird. Bird, find the bird. We go through our cards. I probably lay them out somehow. He has to find the bird and match it up. Very good, bird. Now we're working on vocabulary. That way when he sees a bird, he knows what it is. He can say the word. Now, my preschooler is special needs, so this is a really great activity for those kinds of students that need help with their speech, with their vocabulary, and he is definitely one of them. It's also a great activity for our youngest little learners, like 2-year-olds who are just starting to talk, starting to use that language. All right, so this is Bunny. Bunny, can you find the bunny? He has to find a bunny and match it up, okay? So we'll go through all of our pets through the book. Now, another thing that I have out here is I have our magnets. So I'd have him match them up with magnets. And again, I'm going to continually do it over and over. So yes, we have worked on pets previously in weeks before, but that's okay. You take it out and do it again. The repetitiveness is really great for those youngest learners, and especially students. You know, my child with special needs, he has Down syndrome, but I also know that this kind of an approach works really well with students, say, that are on the autism spectrum. Repetitiveness is great because they remember it then. Okay, so then I have magnets here, and the magnets what I did is I pulled out just magnets that would match up our pictures in the book. So I went through, I have a couple different sets of animal magnets, and one set is made by Melissa and Doug, and the other set, I forget what they're made, what company makes them, but I went through all of them to find the ones that would match this book. You could also do this with, let's say you have a puzzle, like if you have, I think the last video I showed you, I did it with puzzle pieces because we have a puzzle with pets, and I took out the pictures and matched it up. You could do it that way as well. So, or if you have little objects, little toy animals that you could match up to the book, whatever you have. All right, so then I could also have him match it up like this. Bird, bird, find the bird. He has to find the bird magnet and match it up. Now we're working on a cookie sheet here, so it's actually going to stick pretty well through this book. And so that's kind of fun since we're doing magnets. Magnets stick really well on cookie sheets. All right, so Bunny, and he would match it up and so on. So I have all the magnets to match up all the different animals in the book, and we would, you know, of course, talk about them. We can also, you know, if they make a sound, we would meow, and we would bark for our dog, and so on. I also do signs with him sometimes. So for fish, you do like this with your hand to where it kind of looks like they're swimming. That's the sign for fish. So anyways, we do that kind of thing, and we would, you know, of course, he would match up the pieces. Okay, so then after we do all that, I also have here, these are little counters as well, and I have a bird, a dog, a bunny, a cat, and a fish. So he can match up some of the pictures with those as well, just for another practice in a different way. So anyways, anything you have, little toys that you could match up would work as well, but you don't have to have that. You could just use the cards that it comes with and match them up and practice your vocabulary. Bunny and bird, good job. Okay. Good job. What's cat say?
Cat.
Meow. Cat. Cat. Find dog. Dog. Where's dog? Dog. Good job. We can leave the cat one there too. The cat, dog. Cat, dog. Fish. Very good, fish. Hamster. Ha, ha, hamster. Yes, hamster. Put it on. Hamster. Let's turn it the right way. Hamster. Hamster. Good job. And what's this? Fish. Good. Put fish on. Will you take the hamster off? Fish. Yay. Good job. Okay, let's turn the page. What do we have? Lizard. That's tricky. Lizard. That's turtle. That's turtle. Lizard. There's lizard. 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 Good. Yay. Where's turtle? Turtle. Turtle. Now say t t t t t t. Turtle. Turtle, right. Turtle. Turtle, turtle. Lizard. Lizard. Very good. You did all of them. Very good job. All done. Look. Bird, bunny, cat, dog, fish, hamster, lizard, turtle. Okay, the last activity I have set up for him is the other fall activity I was telling you about. So we have different themed activities for the different seasons of the school year, and I took out the fall one. These are great for, kindergarten as well. You can also make this particular activity into addition and subtraction for older students, but for him and for my toddler, we're just going to be doing counting. So again, this activity I made, a couple of years ago, and it has 2 different sets of cards that you can use. So it comes with a set of cards like this, and on the cards it has leaves that they will count how many leaves are still left on the tree, and then they have to find the leaf card that matches. So let me take these cards out for a minute, and let me take the pumpkins off of here for a second because we're only going to be using the leaves. All right, so you do not have to have anything but what it comes with. It comes with the tree and the leaves, and so what you would do is you would count in this particular one. You can see if I get close enough. It has 3 leaves on it, and then they would look for the card that has the number 3 and place it, there we go, right there next to the tree on their card. Okay, now I took it a step further, and I have some little manipulatives. These are little trees. These are little foam trees. They're not trees, they're leaves. Excuse me. These are little foam leaves, and they came in a little pack of foam. I don't know if it was foam stickers or just foam, fall foam craft-like things that kids can use for making crafts. And so I took them out, and what I'm going to have him do is take the leaf and place it on here and count. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. So I'm going to have them try to place the leaves on the tree as just an extra step to this, fun activity. So for this one, 1, 2, and I pulled out 10 leaves. 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to kind of try to match them up, and then you would find the number 6 and place it on there, and we keep going and try to do all the different cards. Okay, and then the other cards that come with this activity are actually supposed to be for apples. You can see here, on the cards, the kids are using apples, but I have these pumpkin foam little pieces. They came with the leaves, and so we're going to just use pumpkins instead. It's fall too. And what they're supposed to do originally, here, let me show you with this card. So they count the dots on the card. These are 10 frames that are on each basket. So 9 dots on this 10 frame. So what they're supposed to do is look through their apples, find the number 9, place the number 9 apple in the basket, and then they would be done with that card and they would go on to the next card. Well, I'm going to add on an extra step, and I already started doing it with this one, so I'll just show you really quick. I'm going to have him count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 dots on this 10 frame, and then I'm just going to have him put 7 pumpkins in the basket. We'll use the little foam pieces, he'll match it up, and then we'll do that with all of the other cards. And so what I plan to do is he's going to do both things. He's going to use the number cards and match them up, and then we'll use the pumpkins and we'll match them up. We could use the little apple erasers that I used in that other apple activity as well. It doesn't matter. I have the pumpkin ones, and so we might use the pumpkins or the apples. It really doesn't matter. They're both fall themed. So, all right, that's it. There you have it. Those are the activities I have ready for the next few weeks, guys. And we will see you in my next episode. I'm not sure what my next video will be, but I will continue to try to find time to show you guys all the activities we're doing for preschool and for first grade and for second grade and so on as I can. I don't always get to all of it, but when I get time, I'll make you a video. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.